Hi guys! For today's video I just wanted to do a quick little eyeshadow tutorial in the theme of Easter. So we're going for some nice like bright colours today because I know Easter is supposed to be like a spring sort of thing, but in Australia it's autumn, but I'm still going to stick with the spring colours or springy sort of colours, so I painted my nails yellow for it, Easter eggs. I'm going to mainly be using my iconic Sunset to Sunrise eyeshadow palette today because it has all these gorgeous bright colours in it, but I wanted to do something a little bit different for me today, so let's see how we go. It's always fun experimenting, and this is the first time I'm going to be creating this look, so it could be a complete and total mess. But anyway, let's get into it. I might zoom you in a little bit just so you can like see my eyes better. There we go. We are a little bit more zoomed in now. I am going to start by just chucking on my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the anti-aging shade. So it is a pretty like light shade, and it's a very thin primer, like it's very liquidy. I'm just going to pop this on and like rub this in with my fingers. And now I am going to take this angled flat shader brush and pop into this shade here called Mimosa. Let's see how we go with that. And I'm going to focus this shade just here. It's very light. Oh no, I'm seeing some colour. So I'm going to pop this like on my inner corner and also on my lid, just a third of the way across, or roughly. And I want it to be very yellow. I'm also going to take this shade and start running it along my lower lash line. The same, not all the way, just like a third of the way across. I gotta remember to take it into my crease. So next up, I'm gonna take another flat shader brush, and this one's just a plain flat shader brush, and I'm gonna pop into this shade here called Tan Lines. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did with the other shade, but instead of close to my inner corners, it's gonna be directly in the center of my eyelid and also directly in the center of my under eye. So I feel like I look a bit crazy right now, but I am going to continue with my process of creativity and take another flat shader brush, and this time I'm gonna dip into this purple here called After Party, and this one's gonna just be on my outer corner, so it's gonna be on the outer part of my lid. I feel like this is a lot less pastel than I expected it to be. I'm also gonna grab a little thin flat shader brush and just go into that shade as well and just pop this on my outer corner down here on my lower lash line just to finish up the bottom part. So next I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush, and with nothing on it, I'm just going to blend up the top here, just so there's not really any harsh lines at the top, and take it a bit here around the corner just to smoke it out a little bit. I'm just cleaning it on my hand so that I'm not getting any purple in the yellow section or anything like that. I'm also going to use it a little bit to blend the colours together just a little bit more, because I feel like this side looks a bit more blended than the other. So now I am just taking this tiny little flat shader brush and going into the shade Moonlight and popping this on my inner corners. And then I am going to go into Moonlight with my finger and just dab it over the yellow a little bit, and I'm gonna go the whole way across. So I'm just tapping it over my lid to give it like a little sparkle. I'm being very light-handed with it though because it is quite pigmented and it's less of a glitter and more of like a shimmer shade, so I don't want to completely lose all the other colors that I've got there, but I'm just going over my lid as well, like I'm not going into my crease with it. So there we have that so far. Still looks a bit fun. It is much less pastel than I expected it to be. That purple just like took it to a whole other level of darkness, not Easter. But anyway, I'm just going with it today. So now I've got my Haus Laboratories Eye-Dentify Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Antique Rose. I'm just going to tightline and waterline with this now. I'm also going to take my Haus Laboratories Eye-Dentify Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Pride, and I'm going to tightline and waterline, but this is just going to be right next to my outer corner. So I'm just going over that spot just where the purple is a little bit, because I just want to make it a little bit darker on that corner. I'm going to chuck on a tiny little eyeliner wing in brown because I have a liquid liner in brown, and I think that will look good. I hope. We'll see. Okay guys, I have just chucked on my Haus Laboratories liquid eyeliner in the shade Whiskey, so I've got this brown wing. I did it a bit longer than I thought, but I wanted to keep it quite thin just so that it didn't cover all the colours I've put on my eyelids, but I thought it helped as well because I took it all the way to the centre, just very thinly, because the yellow was so light. I think it was making me look a little bit ill. And I've also chucked on my Glamalash volumizing mascara from the Gorgeous Cosmetics brand, which legitimately makes me look like I have really long eyelashes, I think. So it works for like these sorts of situations, but it is really liquidy, so I'm like, I just put it on as well. I just actually wanted to pop back into the palette with you because I wanted to highlight my brow bone, because I think this is a bit of a different look for me. I wanted to like give my brow bone that like pop of like brightness. So I'm going to go back into the little brush that I used to highlight my inner corners and go back into this shade here, Moonlit. And I also wanted to do it to highlight here, just because you might be able to tell on this side I have gone all the way to the brow, but on this side I have not. So I just wanted to fix that a little bit by like kind of chiseling back with the lighter shade, if that's possible. I might actually just be blending it. We'll see. Hopefully it'll fix it. I don't know, I think it's doing something. It's a bit better. Not perfect. That is a very gold highlight, I will say, for the brow bone, but it does look very pretty, very festive. There we go. And I also, for kicks, let's see how this goes, I'm just gonna take the eyeliner that I used before to waterline and tightline, so the Haus Laboratories Eye-Dentify Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Antique Rose, and I'm going to practice on the back of my hand because I want to do like little bunny ears. I did like buns in my hairs today. I'm not sure if you can tell, buns in my hair for like bunny ears, but I have like such fine hair, so I have like the tiniest little pigtail buns in the world, and to get them, like, I'm so bad at getting my hair even. I can never perfectly part my hair down the center of my head, like it's kind of like zigzagging a little bit. So I feel like I have no idea how the back of my head looks right now. There's probably like a massive chunk on one side. But anyway, with this eyeliner pencil, I wanted to draw on my brow just above the dark purple shade, probably between the two. This is probably going to look so strange, but I wanted to do like a little kind of like a love heart, but like bunny ears. So I'm just going to practice on the back of my hand and we're going to see how we go. But I wanted to do something like, oh, that, sort of like that. But what do you think? I've got such a small space to work with, so it's kind of difficult. I'm kind of like, is there a better place that I could do this? But not really, I don't think. Like, I'm not sure if I should go out here instead. That would be weird. What do you think? Should we do it? Should we just give it a go? Let's just do it. Could be a mistake. It could be nice. Let's make it cute. Oh my god, this is much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I can't even see. I do not think this is working very well. I don't even think you can see it. Looks like I've drawn a tiny bum on my eyelid. Promising. Promising. I think it's too reflective. Maybe that's a good thing, so you can't see the mess I'm making. We're gonna go with that. I should have done this side first, considering my fringe is covering it, but... I think I definitely should have sharpened this first. I actually think this side worked out a little bit better. Okay, that didn't work very well. But that is what we are going with today. Okay, that looks super messy. But this side looks cute. But this side does not. I think I've done it too wide. Because this side just kind of looks... I'm just going to draw a love heart. I'm going to make it a love heart. And we're going to colour it in. And then it's going to look bloody great. I definitely don't think it's looking bloody great. Okay. They're definitely not symmetrical. But that is it. I'm just going to chuck on some highlighter and blush. I just wanted to leave it last because I wanted to sort of match it in with the colours I picked. And I will be back. Oh, and also setting spray. I nearly forgot setting spray. And then I'll be back. Oh, and lips. I'm going to chuck on something on my lips. Oh. Okay guys, so there we have that. I accidentally slipped with my highlighter and have drawn a massive gold strip down my nose, and yeah, I think I used too dense a brush with that highlighter. I just wanted to let you know what I put on my face because I wanted to go for like a peachier warm blush to match this, and I also wanted a gold sort of toned highlighter to match in as well. So I popped on my Colourpop Pressed Powder Cheek blush in the shade Wayfarer, which is this peachy tone, which is absolutely stunning and I love it. I also used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose highlighter in the shade Vegas, which is where I went crazy. I'm hiding my forehead, but like, look at that. I also used a dewy setting spray, which is why I am so dewy here. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray in the mango scent, which is delicious, and it actually a tiny bit got in my mouth and I feel like it actually tasted really nice, which is interesting. And on my lips, I popped my Gorgeous Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Qiana. And then I popped on top of that also my Gorgeous Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Bear. And then on top of that, I popped my Colourpop Just a Tint lip crayon in the shade Cherry Pickin. I wasn't gonna pop Cherry Pickin on, but when I'd finished with these two, I think it was a bit too cool toned. And Cherry Pickin is like the perfect warm bricky nude sort of shade for my lips, so I chucked that on to make it a bit warmer and to like match it in better with my makeup. So how I feel like we went today was reasonably good. It was just these bunny ears did not work out, so practice on your back of your hand if you want to do the bunny ear thing, but I understand if you don't. I just thought it was kind of cute to add it in, but it didn't work out very well for me, and it might work out better for you if you wanted to do the same. And also, do not use a dense brush to put a loose highlighter on your face, because you will look like me. I feel like I look like I'm in like the Rio video by Duran Duran, you know. Her name is Rio and she dances in the sand. Something like that. Dances through the land, maybe? I'm not sure. But anyway, because they have like this like interesting bird makeup on their faces. Let me just go for you. I always feel like they have bird makeup, but maybe I'm wrong. So like that, if you can see it. See, I don't know, just like the strip down the face. I'm pretty sure that's from this video. I could be wrong, maybe that's from something else. But anyway, the strip down the face, and especially like this section here, well, that is reflective. But that's what we have a fringe for, people. But anyway guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything that I did or any of the products that I used, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel or like this video, I would really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you soon. Hi guys! And I'm also gonna take my Haus Laboratories. Okay guys, I have just chucked on my Glamalash and cherry picking is, no wait, this isn't cherry picking. No, it is.